My abusive ex-stepfather delayed my mother's chemo treatments, and that delay led to her death. Courts agreed with me, but apparently they can't do anything. So I took everything he owned, legally. So let's get this out of the way. I am 34F, my mom was 55F, and my now ex-stepdad is 65M. They co-owned the home as joint tenants, and everything they had together was 50-50 at this point and time. Let's call my ex-stepfather L. So my mom and L had been married for 17 years. There has always been questionable behavior, but it's none of my business, as I moved out at 18. Well, at 27, I decided I wanted to go to college to better myself. My mom and L both agreed and offered me and my small family the basement apartment of their home. 1.5 years into my program, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer a week before she was due to have surgery to remove the tumors. One of the big ones ruptured. One thing led to another, and my mom's cancer spread. She gets re-diagnosed with different cancer. It's rare, and it's in the connective tissue. She gets given a 2-year estimate without treatments. Now this is where L starts becoming abusive. He is at this appointment with my mom and has a full-blown tantrum. Note, I have my mom's medical notes and a doctor who note all of this. This is important later, and says that his wife won't be doing shit. He storms out of the room, and my mom then tells this doctor, also put in the medical note, that she fears for her life because she knows if she doesn't do the treatments, she will die. But she also knows that L won't let her. L becomes abusive. He starts becoming verbally, mentally, and physically abusive. He drained their joint bank account so my mom couldn't even buy herself bread, cut the brake lines on her car, and more, and did everything in his power to stop her from doing treatments. Let's say she had treatments twice a week, every week. She would maybe be able to get to half of these if my spouse or myself drove her. My mom ended up moving into my unit in the basement, and I started defending my mom against him. I told him if he didn't stop, I would be doing everything in my power to ensure that he is held responsible for her death. He proceeded to laugh at me and told me, "I'm a woman, what can I do to him?" His abuse then extended towards me at pretty much any chance he got. Well, I hired my mom a lawyer and changed my program into criminal law as best as I could, so I could learn everything I could with how the system works. I then handed in evidence, and we started to build a case. It took 8 months of collecting evidence through security cameras I set up in the home. L knew of these cameras, I hid nothing, and he was aware he was on camera in certain areas of the home. During this time, I had already been pre-approved by the bank to purchase his 50% of the house. All he had to do was sign one piece of paper and agree, and within 30 days, he could have gotten $250,000. He refused because I wasn't going to get his house when he was going to put my whole family on the street. And yes, it was all caught on camera. L was handed a summons by my lawyer's office to attend court with us. Well, he refused. He said he knew more than the lawyers and was not going to show. Because of this, we ended up winning in court, and sole possession of the home was given to my mother. All his assets are locked and put under my mum's supervision to prevent him from liquidating assets. He has a restraining order on him from the house and my mum, and he isn't allowed to leave Canada. He was evicted by the police that night, and locks were changed, etc., etc. With him being out of the home, we got my mum onto ODSP, and she was able to finally and safely start treatments because she now had access to the transportation offers through ODSP and the cancer societies. My lawyer and her also broke the joint tenancy on the home and became tenants in common. This is also super important. And pretty much while my mom was still lucid, set everything so that when, if she did pass the house, everything she owned would come to me. For those who don't know, in Canada, you have two options when buying a house. Joint tenants are for married couples who want to split a home 50-50. In these situations, if one passes, the home automatically goes to the spouse. Tenants in common is when you can say, buy a house with more than one other party, and everyone owns their equity separately. In the event of a death, they go by the will, and that equity can be transferred to whoever is listed. You can Google for more details. In the next 2 years before my mom eventually lost her fight to cancer, we kept going to court with L. He kept refusing to deal or even to sign divorce papers, not taking offers, etc., etc. I became my mum's caregiver and was the one who cared for her in every aspect. Closer to the end, L told not only my lawyer, but also the judge in a court settlement meeting that he refuses to sign or deal.